Hi Aquarius, welcome to your reading. If you're new to the channel, I do timeless readings, which means that whenever you find this video is when you're meant to hear the messages within it. And in case you subscribe, I upload my new videos for Leo and Aquarius on Fridays. The deck that I'm using today is called the Mystical Manga Tarot. And as always, if you guys are interested in a personal reading, the link is in the description. And also, just as a heads up, the cards in this deck really like to turn around as I am shuffling them. Be aware that I do see them, I just don't take them unless they jump out like these two have. And usually, sometimes when there's too many, I'll put them back. But I'm just going to go until we have about 3 more cards, and then I'll get started on your reading. Okay, so as your overall energy, you have the Queen of Cups, which tells me that you guys right now are trying to encompass an energy that is more loving, more caring, more charming. Not to say that you guys aren't that already, but like what I'm saying is that that's the energy that you're trying to develop right now, I feel. Because I'm looking at this, and there's the Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords, to me, usually talks about arguments and disagreements. So to see that you are getting the Queen of Cups as your overall energy almost leads me to believe that it's like you're trying to smooth this over. And as a result, you're sort of encompassing this energy. So just to go over the signs that I see, in the reading I see Pisces with the Moon card, and then I see, well, Pisces again with the Queen of Cups, but I also see Cancer and Scorpio, and then with this Queen of Wands I see Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So with this Moon card, there's something that hasn't quite been said. Whenever you see the Moon card, there's things that haven't been said, and a lot of times there's secrets or emotions. And I feel like it could be that there has been something in these fights that hasn't been said. Because I see this Page of Cups and this Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords usually comes forth with clarity and a message of clarity, a mental message of communication, whereas the Page of Cups usually comes forth with a message of emotions. So a lot of times those are love proposals, a lot of times those are apologies. Anything that can mean to you about that. And I feel like it'll change depending on what your situation is. But here for sure I see a fire sign. Here with this Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands usually are passionate. They're real go-getters. One of the biggest things that I'm getting right now is that they have to be very passionate about what they're doing in order to move forward with it. And I'm getting that you almost have like a a very long connection with this, because there's the Six of Cups, and the Six of Cups usually talks about nostalgia. So a lot of times that is a card of, you know, the past coming back, or feeling like you're falling in love for the first time. So I'm definitely getting that there's a lot of history with this fire energy. It could be that you are going back to your past, in which you identified more as this fire energy than you did this water energy. But I definitely see that there's a lot of past energy associated with this fire energy in your life. And then sort of moving from left to right, I see the Three of Cups and the Page of Cups. So those are both Cups cards, and those are both very emotional cards. So I definitely sense that there has been some kind of emotional development here. Especially because I also see the Nine of Cups and I also see the Moon. But because the Page of Cups, the Three of Cups is in reverse, that tells me that there's some kind of a reunion that isn't quite taking place. The Three of Cups talks about reunions. It talks about celebrations. It talks about happiness. It's very much a card of like going out and drinking with your friends. So to see it in reverse tells me that there could have been plans canceled, that there could have been some kind of reunion planned, but someone flaked. For some of you, it might also mean that you were trying to get this like reunion set like off the ground, but it didn't quite work. Nobody agreed to it. Everyone was busy. I almost feel like for some of you, I'm getting a high school reunion, but it almost feels like you planned something and it didn't take off the ground for whatever reason. And you have somebody here with this Page of Cups who wants to offer some kind of an emotional message. Maybe for some of you it's a love letter, because I'm seeing paper almost within his hands. It's not even his hands, it's inside the cup. So for some of you, I'm getting like message in the bottle kind of vibes. Maybe for some of you, it could be that you want to express a message, but you're bottling it and it's not being expressed. But I see this Five of Swords and this Nine of Cups. And to me, that combination can mean one of two things. Either because, okay, so the Nine of Cups is wishing and wish fulfillment. And then the Five of Swords is arguments, right? So that can mean one of two things. Either your wish was to argue with this person and prove that you're right, or you had a wish and it was blocked by arguments. And I feel like for some of you, it could be one, and for some of you, it could be the other. For some of you, it might be both with different people. But definitely I'm getting here that there was a wish here. And for whatever reason, I don't think it's coming true, because you have the Moon card here. The Moon, with the Page of Swords and the Page of Cups, sort of leads me to believe that there's this narrative where something needs to change in order for this Nine of Cups to take place. But I definitely see that the wheels are in motion, and what's been put in motion doesn't feel like it's going to stop anytime soon. Especially with this Page of Swords, because the Page of Swords talks about talks about clarity. I just looked at the Page of Cups again, right? So you have those two powerful cards in combination with each other. So you're really getting that movement forward. It's very interesting because this whole reading feels like it's moving towards something, and then it comes to a screeching halt. So I feel like a lot of you guys might be seeing false starts right now. This Moon card, there's something off about this pesky Moon card. It's like everything is going according to plan, and then there's just this Moon card that isn't in your plans. And it's because of the Moon card that we have this Five of Swords. It's because of the Moon card that we have this Five of Swords and that we have this Three of Cups, right? So it feels like there's something that's throwing a wrench in your plans. And I feel like it depends on whatever your individual situation is, and for some of you it might be different. But figure out what that blockage is in order to remove it, in order to move forward on what it is that you want. But that was your reading for this time around, Aquarius. If you enjoyed, please consider leaving a like or a comment because it really helps out the channel. And personally, I really love to know if these readings resonate with you guys. But like I said before, I upload my new videos for Aquarius on Friday. But in the meantime, you guys are more than welcome to watch any of my other timeless readings that I have up on the channel. And with that being said, I hope to see you guys next time for your next reading.